Hello! This is generic name, good game, Gunfire Reborn. You can see up there from the 62, I'm level 62. That's a pretty high number. I've played a fair bit of this game. It is a roguelike FPS game. Obviously, it's got big old chonky shapes, kind of like a cel-shaded art style. It's got color. um, so, hero-based shooter roguelike? That's pretty fun. It's got a lot of build variety. These are the heroes themselves. This little cat, little kitty cat, is the the starting one that I'll be playing. Just because I think he's good to show things off. There's a bit of a monk bird. There's a bit of a lightning tiger. There's actually two that I even haven't played because I played in early access. This game just recently came out in the 1.0 update. But there's this rabbit. It looks like she might do stuff with swords. This big old turtle. Well, he's cool. And then dog. I don't really like dogs too much. His whole thing is all about dual wielding, and it just feels weird to me, but preferences. So, each character has a couple of abilities, and then a unique movement ability, I believe. So, cats are, and they all have different names, but I don't remember them, so he's cat. Above me there, energy orb and smoke grenade. Energy orb is kind of a damaging thing that also locks enemies down, and smoke grenade is kind of what you would expect. Except it also does some corrosive damage to people you chuck it at. And in addition to the hero differences, there are also upgrades you can get here between runs called talents. Basically for everything from being able to pick up different items within the dungeons and such, and then just like stat bonuses and like cooldown reduction and stuff. And there are also a variety of weapons. There are rifles here. I have most of the things unlocked. SMGs, pistols, shotguns, snipers, rocket launchers, kind of. There's a lot of variety within that class. Injectors, which also have a lot of variety. They're kind of more beam weapons, and then melee weapons. So between all of that and the fact that you get passive perk bonuses throughout the runs, there's quite a lot of variety to it. So let's go ahead and jump in here to a new adventure. The way this works is it's kind of broken up into, I believe, 4 different biomes, and within each one of those you need to go through about 5 or 6 little instance dungeon areas, all randomly generated, and then fight the boss. And obviously you're trying to make it to the end. These runs, if they go the full length, can get up into the hour mark. So I'll probably cut out 1 or 2, depending on how well I do, of the areas, just to skip ahead a little bit to the good stuff. But we'll see how I do. So if there's ever a jump, and I don't remember to mention it, where my guns and stuff change, that's what happened. Otherwise, this would just get a little long, and it's already at 5 minutes, and I haven't even started, so let's go ahead and do the thing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 5 of the dungeons and then the boss. And let me go ahead and move myself up here, so I'm not obstructing things. So on my left bumper, I've got that little purple thing. That's my energy orb, lockdown, Mohoatsit. On my right bumper, got my smoke grenade. My gun is just a little stock scout rifle type thing. I've got a dash that is the cat's movement ability. And you'll see over there, bottom right corner, little bullets, green, blue, and white. Those are different ammo types. The starting gun has the infinite ammo, as you can see, not on the mag, but just total. But typically you do have to manage ammo and either buy it or get drops from various destructibles. This chest just gives you better starting equipment. I don't have that perk at the mo, but we should hopefully get a upgrade gun here fairly soon because they come kind of quick. There is crit damage for headshots and stuff that you'll see with the yellow numbers there. It's not always on the head. I just picked up some large ammo, some blue ammo there. And that other guy I just killed out there had a shield. There are damage types as well. How'd you get over there? There is corrosive, electric, and fire, and I think if you combine them, they even change a little bit. But essentially, electric is good against shields, corrosive is good against armor, and then fire is good against just the plain old red health. But we got our first little weapon upgrade. It's a sniper, the Bloody Drill. +1. That +1 gives it a little extra flare. I guess my face is covering it a little bit there. Which is like the colored text under just the gun itself. So this one has randomly generated because it's a +1. It could get a million different things, but it got +5 for 5% rate of fire for 2 seconds on a crit, and then magazine capacity increased. For a sniper, that's not great, but whatever. It's an upgrade, and we probably won't be holding on to it very long anyway. Ooh, it's got quite the zoom to it. I also need to adjust my sensitivity for the scoped weapons, so I might just go with the regular old gun for now. Unless I get myself in a longer room, because I'm basically one-tap headshotting these people anyway. Keeping an eye out for any chests or anything. I should use my abilities more so you can see. That's the energy orb combo into. The smoke grenade makes my life easy. And this little scrolly thing, golden goblet, will get me a passive ability upgrade that I can choose from. As you go through the run, you can see under each ability there are increased tiers. If you random into finding this ability again, whatever you pick, they become stronger and stronger. So, what do we got? Plus 30% damage to enemies inflicted by an elemental effect. Enemies afflicted by your grenades deal less damage and take more. And then 40% fire damage. Generally, the elemental effects are pretty strong. This little glowing thing is a vault. If you shoot it, it opens it up. You need a perk to enter them, but I do have it. So I can go in here, try and clear it out, and get some bonus stuff. As with any roguelikes, really the name of the game is damage reduction, i.e. trying to be as dodgy as possible and conserve your health for what really matters, the boss fights. So you could see above that guy, since I threw my grenade at him, and my grenades are corrosive, he got a little poison bubble above his health bar, so we were eating through his armor quicker than we normally would. So this upgraded plus 10 weapon damage for 1 second whenever hitting the enemy. Could be stacked up to 100 times. That seems good. Seems like a high rate of fire weapon would benefit from that. So can keep that in mind as we go through the rest of the dungeons. There is kind of destructible environment elements, as you might expect. That barrel explodes if I shoot it. It's kind of limited in that it's basically just stuff in the corners, like these things that you can sometimes get. That would be my grenade ammo, but my grenades are full, and then like the barrels there. This is a cursed chest, which in this case the curse is pretty minor, just spend money to get stuff. Different tiers for different rewards, and this is a legend gift box, and that sounds cool, so I'm gonna try it. I got a thunder screen. Deals lightning damage to surrounding enemies when the shield/armor is broken. That doesn't seem great, honestly. I don't like things that require me to get hit to be good, generally. But whatever. It's not a huge deal this early, because I can fairly confidently go through these guys. Got another upgrade. Sting +1, corrosive damage, crossbow thing, +50 weapon damage against enemies who are burning, less AoE from its explosion, but better rate of fire and reload. You can carry 2 upgrade weapons in addition to your starting weapon, so no reason not to take it, though I should still be fairly cognizant of ammo. You can snipe some boys out, get a collateral there. Keep my distance in this room. Clear it out without really any troubles. Let's see, did these both use... No, okay. Crossbow uses large ammo, and I think sniper uses special, I think that's what it's called. Plus 35% weapon/skill damage to non-crits. It's not bad. Can help more against bosses that are sometimes harder to get those off on. Oh, this is like a burst. Interesting. If I tap the trigger, it's like a burst of shots, but if I hold it, it's kind of like a shotgun thing. It's kind of cool. I've almost taken health damage here, so I might want to stand back a little bit. Let my shield regenerate. Get some snipey snipes off. I was trying to figure out what my gun did for some of that time. What do we got here? Energy orb applies the same elemental effect as your weapon. After killing an enemy by an elemental effect, increased rate of fire. And then the second tier of the elemental rage. So I think it's generally good to try and get to those higher tiers, so I'll go ahead and stack that. And really keep in mind, I want high rate of fire, things that can make elemental effects proc. And that'll probably be reasonable for us. Lightning auto rifle, essentially, I believe. Yeah. Okay. That should be pretty good. Sounds like we still got enemies out here, though. I think this, yeah. This gun also has a secondary fire on the left trigger that makes this little thing, and if you shoot your bullets through it, it does increase damage. There's another vault here, though. So let's see what this is about. Looks like it'll probably be a boss, or a mini-boss anyway. Ooh. What the heck was that? Took a lot of damage there. But I'm trying to use that little damage increase thing to my advantage. This mini-boss here has a shield that I have to get around to do much to him. Otherwise it just kind of bounces off. Exploder Man. Oh, just gonna dash right into an Exploder Man. Okay, hopefully I can lock this guy down and get around him. Or get stuck right next to him. That's great. Maybe I should just chuck my grenades at him. Yep. Don't have a ton of burst damage, which helps against this guy. I think I kind of gotta wait. Chuck my energy orb when I'm closer to him and lock him down, and then try and pop off a little bit. Trying to use my electric gun against the shield boys. That's some decent damage. Yeah, I should have him here. Okay. So, let's see. Dual Fang, I believe, switches between fire damage and corrosive damage, which can be nice. It's a +2, has increased crit, accuracy, and stability, and then this thing is very weird, and I don't like it. It's basically Zarya's gun, Zarya's ult from Overwatch, if you know her. Just makes a big ol' gravity suckhole. So I don't think I want that, but I do want this lizard. I mean, if for no other reason, then it's just a lizard, and that's very, very good. Nothing wrong with lizard. See if I can get any grenade ammo from these things. Looks like one. That's okay. What do we got for our upgrade? Choose. Increase damage the farther away they are. After taking damage, all damage will be crits. 5% lucky shot chance up to 50%. So I think lucky shot is it basically counts as 2 bullets rather than 1. So that seems pretty good. And now we kind of got all our bases covered. We got a lightning gun. We got one that oscillates between fire and corrosive. And between our perk of doing extra 60% to things under elemental effects and our smoke grenade, hopefully that'll do us okay. Get that barrel explosion off. Lock down the guy who's trying to get away from me. And I'll just mow these boys down with my increased damage and head glitching them, essentially. Oop. Sent that to nowhere. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. This is gonna blow myself up. Who needs bombers when you can do it yourself? Perfect. Wow. This usually doesn't happen, where you random into the same perk in the first 3, and now I can get up to 120% damage against people again in an elemental effect. So I'm going to do that. Otherwise, we got increased smoke grenades. I already have like 8 from other upgrades outside of the run, so don't need that right now. And then my energy orb does more damage, which is good, but I'm going to go with the 3rd tier of this early on. Now we got one more of these in this area before the boss. There are a couple options for the bosses in each area, I believe. Maybe not the last one, but you have to beat the stock boss, as it were, a few times. Oops, didn't know he was over there. In order to unlock the kind of second version. I guess it's not really the second version, it's the second boss. This is a peddler. He's very cute. He's a frog. He sells things. I think there's usually one in each biome, for lack of a better word. So he's got a rocket launcher, a beam, lightning glove, and a shoddy. I don't think I really want those. I'll prefer to save my money for upgrades, which is another vendor that can appear. Oop. Get out of here, foot soldier. Nobody likes you. It's okay, I like you. You don't have to. You don't have to be sad, foot soldier. Trying to conserve ammo. Generally, the ammo issues aren't too big of a deal. They can come into play more in some cases against the longer boss fights. Or if you just have like 2 weapons that use the same type and you're not paying too much attention. But you generally do okay. Got another boss. Okay, it's the same guy. Great. Wow. He's just blocking them all. Unfortunately, took some health damage there. Wow. Luckily, I think with all of our elemental effects together, we got him slowed, so it was easier to get around him there. So we got the Icy Spear, which would basically be exactly what you think. Doesn't have an elemental effect, unfortunately. There's no ice. So this one has increased rate of fire and increased damage in people against people in decay. And then we've got another lizard, a fire lizard. I don't really think I want either of these. If anything, I might get rid of my lightning gun for the ice spear, but I think we're okay for now. Gotta make sure not to forget my chest. Ooh, got a legendary, which we'll probably end up taking. Resilient life. After taking damage, restore HP. This thing. Double the crit damage. However, non-crit damage is decreased. Zoom weapons get more zoom. Bullet bank. All ammo is automatically converted to the current type you're using. I don't actually know if I want that crit thing, because right now we don't have the most accurate build in the world. With a lot of high rate of fire, not very accurate tings. Given that, I think I'm actually going to go with the bullet thing, so I'd probably never have to worry about ammo, even though it's not a legendary. But want to synergize the build more than blindly go with the colors of the upgrades. So our energy orb not only locks down the target now of the projectile if people are close enough to them. It'll lock down everybody in an area. Just trying to get these sniper-like people in there, but moved out in the last second. Got another gun, another +2. This thing, I'll just pick it up to show you. This is a big old ball thing. It was in the rocket launcher category, technically. Again, I think we're okay with our current build for now. So we've got a challenge in this room. Enemies defeat after being exploded. To explode after being defeated shouldn't be too big of a deal. These shield guys are not my fave, though. Trying to use the pillars to keep my distance from some of the boys in the back while these guys are still alive. Okay. Now hopefully we should be able to close the distance a little bit to those longbowmen. Should be using this against these guys for the corrosive. He's gonna hit me. And not the most accurate guns in the world. Alright. We got a fire dragon. He's basically a flamethrower. Ammo belt. Wow, doubles ammo capacity. Yeah, I'm never gonna have to worry about ammo here. Golden goblet. Smoke grenades last for 1 more second and have increased damage interval. Recharge shield after casting energy orb. After casting energy orb, weapon damage on the next hit is increased. Don't really love any of these. I'll just go with the smoke grenade thing to keep them corroded a little bit, I suppose. And now this man is my favorite man, the craftsman. At him you can pay to upgrade your guns. You can do it up to 2 times total at each time he appears. So we'll just go ahead and do 1 upgrade on each of these friends that we have. And then we'll be getting up here to our first bossy boss. And hopefully I won't die like a little pleb. Before each boss, you do get another instance of the peddler. He's got a burst rifle, a big old minigun, and then a lock-on ray launcher thing. Don't really want any of those. And then I could again upgrade my stuff. I think against this boy, my lightning gun will probably be slightly better just because it's got more range and his arena is pretty large. So this guy is just the first boss you always fight. I didn't get the second guy, which I'm fine with. They're both good. So this dude Steez is, you gotta use the rocks to protect yourself, because he's got this big old laser that can like one-shot you basically. Yep. If you don't dodge the right way. And you gotta hit his chest to do much damage at all, which I have not been doing a great job of. Wow, I'm gonna have to get closer even with this thing, which is unfortunate because that's more dangerous against this friend. I guess the travel time of these projectiles isn't helping either. Might want to try my other gun here in a second, see if that happens to do us any better. And he's gonna send out these homing rocks at me. It can be good to try and kill him in the air rather than hiding behind the big pillars so you can have more places to hide when he's doing that big scary one. Okay, yeah, that was way more effective. Should try using some of my grenades as well. Don't know if I can actually get him out to him. Ooh, big ol' fists. Show me your chest. Burn him. Burn him. Burn him. There we go. And you get a comic book victory screen. Let's see what we got here. Fire tower. I think this is a new one for me. But it's obviously a flame thing. Ooh. It's got a secondary little line shot thing there. And it's obviously a melee weapon sword thing other than that. Pupil +3. What is that? Shoddy. Lightning shoddy. Interesting. So... Charging a shot increases accuracy when fully charged. Lightning damage. Increased lucky shot. Increased crit. Increased against shock. Increased range. Increased stability. And then just a big ol' shotgun. I want this thing rather than my lightning gun. Not really. I think everything's kind of working right now. And we got a legendary upgrade, all remaining cooldowns, -1 second on hit. Okay. Where's the portal? Oh. So this next area is a desert area. I can show you just the general gist of it. This is the general gist. Between each biome place, you can rest here, which you would save and be able to quit there if you wanted. You can also refill your health by drinking at this thing, and I think it refills your consumables too. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this section just so we can skip ahead. I'm going to record it, I guess, just in a separate file. If you end up seeing it, maybe that means I died sooner than I wanted to. If not, then you won't see it. So, you may or may not see it. Well, sorry for the spoilers, but maybe this means that I died sooner, if you're seeing this. Let's go see how I may have died. Oh, we got the craftsman already. That's kind of, well, it isn't, I guess. I don't have much money to do the upgrades, as the upgrades do cost more as your stuff gets higher level, as you would expect. The bandit retainer back there is the bane of my existence. So I'm going to try and get back to him as quickly as I can. He does not like to be gotten to as quickly as I can, though. Ow, ow, ow. Just standing in flamethrower. Those retainers are basically snipers, and they teleport, and they suck. Oops. Ooh, another cursed chest. Pick that up after dealing with whatever this is. Come on. Come on. You gonna die from poison? Nope. Just a bunch of dogs. Oh no, there are retainers back there too. Yeah. They're gonna be so hard to hit. I'm gonna try and clear out the dogs, and then get into range where I can energy orb stun them, at least for a little bit. Yeet! I shouldn't use that gun, I should use this gun. I just get panicked that I'll have to reload. Oh my god, more of them. The only problem I'm having with this build right now is we really don't have any range at all. Which, in rooms like this, or areas like this, can be more difficult. Now, try and yeet a smoke grenade on them. Once I can get to them, they die just fine, but getting to them is an issue. Wow, can't believe I missed that. Especially when they just dash out of the way. Die, you fool. Alright, what do we get? Star Devourer. Let's see. Plus accuracy and stability. Damage against decay, lucky shot chance. Yeah, I'll take that instead of my... what is this even called? Lightning Blast. What's plus 4, though? I'm still going to do it. This is a lightning SMG, and I think the increased rate of fire will help us. This thing, I'm pretty sure it's just a shotgun. I don't really want that. Let's see if we can upgrade this SMG at the Craftsman. Don't know if I'm going to have enough money for it. But I think basically anything with elemental chance and high rate of fire is the way we want to go for this run. Unless something changes beyond our current build. Oh, it's only 300. Do you really want to upgrade that one, though? Nope. Dual Fang. I think there's more armored people than shielded people in this biome, so I'm going to go with that. Even though we kind of have a downgrade on our lightning. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Glad we came back. Lose 75% current HP, get a normal scroll, or get 517 gold. Alright, get the gold. I almost always go for these curse chests. Just because I like being aggro. Now I'm going to pop some of this environmental stuff to see if we can get any healing consumable item things, which in this game come in the form of, I believe, steamed buns. They're buns of some sort. Don't think we've really had to use any this run, though, because we've been... Oh, there we go. That was one of them. Fairly light on damage, thankfully. I think there may have been one that dropped on that little sandy ramp that we were on with the dogs and stuff. So I might be able to heal up some more. So now we got enough to bump this up again. Bring them both up to 4. And still have, I think, more than we left with last time. So that is dope. More things to break. I wonder if I was crazy. Is there a bun out here? Seems like there was no bun out here. Oh well, hopefully we'll take limited amounts of damage to where we can heal up over time before we get to the boss, since this is just the first area of the zone anyway. I always want to melee these guys. I've been playing too much Deep Rock. I'm just running up trying to finish them off when I run out of ammo. Try and kind of dance around the box here a little bit to limit the amount of enemies on me. Lock down these arsonists since they're only really good at close range, but they are very good at close range. Yeesh, go away, men. Another arsonist coming down. It seems like the bigger the room, generally, the more enemies there are, which shouldn't really be too surprising, I suppose. What is this guy doing? Stop jumping! Alright. think we did take a little bit of damage there, unfortunately. Nothing too crazy. Let's see, what do we got? 40% lightning damage. Yeah. Yeah. Another vault. This will be a boss, it looks like. Can tell from the symbols on the little portal. Ironically, maybe I should use my starting gun more, because it's actually got some range to it. Certainly doesn't have quite the damage of our others, but it's helpful in some respects anyway. Try and lock down the retainer. So I can burst him down. And this should be the boss spawning. Just hit him with a million smoke grenades. He summons ghostly friends, which is fun. Burn down his shield with my lightning gun. Oh, he's a ghostly friend. Ooh, gotta deal with these ads. Gotta deal with these ads. I don't know if there's fall damage in this game. Ah! Very stuck. Very stuck. This guy's always giving me a little bit of trouble. Unfortunately, his shield has been back probably for like decades now. Yeet. Yeet. No, dang it. No. Did that bring him out of it? Dope. That could have gone worse. Why are there still grenades? Alright. Got the lightning blast again. I'm probably not going to take that. Got the sting. Okay. Again. I'm not going to take that because it's +3. Auto reloads when unequipped. Yeah. Alright, so this is just going to end up being an upgrade here rather than anything else. Dash has 3 charges, which is very good. Plus HP for things that we kill within close range. Increase weapon damage when mag is full. That'll never be a thing. I like having mobility, especially with a close-up build like we've got going at the Mo. So let's do that. And on to the next area. Get out into this. Yeesh. Oh boy, that was a lot of damage that I should not have taken. Ugh. Alright, so you get 1 revive per run. That's not how you should use it, but it's how I used it. Dangers of having to get up close. Alright. Let's see. Any voltage around here? Doesn't look like it. There is an upgrade you can get that resets your usage of that death defy kind of thing. It's fairly rare though. Don't think I need anything from the peddler. Don't think I really want that. Those desert worms can be real dangerous if you're not able to burn them quick, because they have this rapid fire attack. It's nasty. It's nasty with it. Oh boy, what the heck was that? I think I got exploded by a barrel behind me. What is this? Meh. A lot of shieldy boys up here. Go ahead and... dang it, I was going to say lock down the arsonist, but my energy orb hit the floor. Yeet! I really need to remember that I have these 3 dashes. It's kind of a game changer. Okay. This might be a tough room, unfortunately. Wide open. If they run at me, I'm fine. It's when I have to run at them that it becomes more of an issue. Yep, there's another desert worm. And there's no way to get to him from over there. Shot that to the sky. Oh boy. Gotta be real careful. Okay, well, yep. Good thing I recorded it. So that was maybe 30% of the way through, so not a great run. I knew I was gonna mess it up, but it is quite a fun game. It is co-op, up to 4 players, so that's good too. I like the art style. Reminds me of Sly Cooper. So yeah, it's all good in the hood. And remember, Colonel Sanders is a valor-stealing gourmand.